Have you ever felt different from others? Not just unconventional, but really different. If you've clicked on this video, you've probably wondered if you might be on the autism spectrum. Although every autistic person has a different experience, there are some traits that are commonly shared. Here are 10 plus one of the main signs that you might be on the autism spectrum. Sign number 1: problems with communication. Autistic individuals may experience challenges in communication, such as difficulty with nonverbal cues, limited eye contact, and struggles with social reciprocity. They may find it challenging to initiate or maintain conversations. These communication differences can impact social interactions and relationships. Sign number 2: you're overly clumsy. It might sound strange, but it's a symptom of being on the autism spectrum. If you find yourself constantly walking into things, tripping on things, or staggering around like you're drunk, you might be autistic. Sign number 3: you have no real friends. Do you find it difficult to make friends? If you're autistic, it might seem impossibly mysterious. You might have spent endless hours agonizing over the mystery of how others make friends so easily. If you don't have any real friends despite your sincerest efforts, you might be on the autism spectrum. Sign number 4: sensory issues. Certain sensations can be unbearable. You may feel pain if someone taps you on the arm, or certain sounds, smells, or textures may elicit a similar and pleasant reaction. In some cases, you may do everything you can to avoid that discomfort. Sign number 5: you are good at noticing and memorizing details. You're more inclined to focus on the details rather than the overall idea. You might be good at noticing specific pieces of information that others don't perceive, like catalog numbers, dates, or car license plates. Your memory might also be very suited for recalling large lists of facts. Sign number 6: you prefer to be alone. While they may be totally friendly, at the end of the day, someone with autism may prefer their own company to that of anyone else's. They aren't antisocial, rather, social interaction is just confusing, draining, and hard. Sign number 7: you hate changes of routine. You might have a very rigid daily routine with every activity marked down to the minute. You might feel the need to plan everything you do in advance. Most importantly, how do you feel when other things disrupt your routine? If you feel greatly distressed when things don't go to plan, you might be on the autism spectrum. Sign number 8: you practice rituals. A person on the spectrum has routines and rituals that are sacred. It can be something as simple as the way they get ready in the morning, or as elaborate as the way they keep their home each day. Friends and family call it a quirk, but it might be one of the signs of autism. Sign number 9: you can't tell what others are feeling emotionally. Have you ever been accused of having no empathy? If you're autistic, you've probably heard this comment sometime in your life, and found it strange. You really do care what others are feeling. Problem is, they don't actually tell you their emotional state. They just signal it with subtle facial expressions that seem like unreadable contortions to you. Sign number 10: you have fussy eating habits. Autistic individuals may exhibit selective eating habits due to sensory sensitivities or rigid routines. The preference for familiar foods and reluctance to try new ones could be attributed to sensory issues, making mealtimes challenging. These specific eating patterns are common among individuals with autism and can impact their overall nutrition and well-being. Bonus sign: you have depression or anxiety. Because many autistics struggle with social interaction and communication, stress and anxiety can be caused by navigating these difficult social situations. Many autistics also experience sensory or emotional overwhelm, often resulting in intense anxiety and in many cases depression. Final thoughts. Autistic people will not usually have all these signs and symptoms, and they may experience others that are not on the list. Also, the symptoms can differ across genders. Some people may seem able to cope better with social situations than others, as their symptoms may be more subtle and masked. Some people may not mind a change in their routine, while a change in routine for others will throw their whole day off. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, comment at Mind Matters Explained.